Okay, I'd much rather be here than talking to you guys, but it is what it is. I got to make a living. Okay, so my name's Ken Finnan, and my job is to get you past all the exams. And the number one question I get before I do my live, so I'm hoping to save some time and make it less chaotic, is what do I do? I'm taking the test tomorrow or 2 weeks or whatever it is. So let's, first of all, if you're taking it tomorrow, too late, you're fucked. Okay? No, I'm kidding around. Get some sleep. If you're taking it tomorrow, you should not be on my live. You should be getting sleep and you should be going over customer accounts. Literally any exam you take, literally any exam, you should probably read customer accounts. I have crash course videos you can watch, playlists you can watch. Go watch those and get some sleep. If you have a significant other, make sure they do the right thing or ask them to do the right thing. And you don't want to make them do anything, but you ask them. Just massage. That's all I'm talking about. Just keep it relaxed. No fighting, stuff like that. Now, if you're taking it beyond tomorrow, so if you're taking it tomorrow, what are you doing out here? Get off here, click and get out of here. If you're taking it beyond tomorrow, so let's say you're taking it in 2 days. Tomorrow is no testing. It's adding knowledge, reading customer accounts, going over videos, hopefully my crash course videos or others. Bottom line is you don't want to stress yourself out. You don't want to take a test. I'm not a fan of testing. Some people like it. I disagree with it because if you go bad, there's no upside. If it goes bad for you, you're screwed. So I say, don't take a test tomorrow. Take it easy. Around dinner time, you're done. I don't care if you're taking the test at 5 o'clock at night. At dinner time, you're done. Okay? Don't do anything. Again, the night before is always kind of go out to dinner. Don't go, pounding, going fireballs, but just literally go out to dinner, maybe talk to people who aren't involved in it, who don't care about the test, don't want to hear it. You want to do stuff that just relax you. If you have SDC or Notman, they have these little sheets that you can go through. Maybe the day before, make sure you go over it like hot sheets or key topic stuff or crunch time facts. Again, I have crash course playlists, a whole playlist on almost every test you can take. Now, let's say you're taking it more than 2 days out. So what you want to do is within the up to, but not including the last, I don't even know if that's right. The last 8 to 10 days is testing, okay? Before that, you're reading and quizzing and testing, all that. A lot of focus on reading, mostly focus on reading, watching videos, adding knowledge. But in the last 8 days, not including the day before, so whatever that is, so 10 days before, you're going to take tests every day. One test, not two. If it's a 63 of the SIE, maybe you can take 2. But again, I don't think it works that well. Oh, I feel the heat on my back. I really just want to turn around and take a dive. The problem is when I go in there, there's a manatee warning. The boats have to go around me. I have to wear a flag saying manatee, don't hit me, stuff like that. Now, up to but not including the day before the test, you are to take one final a day. Now, remember something. When you do a final, review the whole thing, not just the wrong answers. And what you're going to do is you're going to kind of do a triage. There's really 3 or 4 choices. You look them over. If you got it right for the right reason, you're good. Move on. Make sure you read the answer why, okay? 2, if you got it right for the wrong reason, mark that down. You have to review it because if you got it right because you guessed, that's just as bad as a wrong. Almost more dangerous, right? Because you think you got it. 2, if you got it wrong because you misread it, which happens with the Kaplan, Past Perfect, STC, even Achievable, all of them, you can misread it. If you get it wrong because you misread it, but you knew the concept, don't worry about it. The last one is you got it wrong because you didn't know your shit. That you have to review. So really, you're going to have 4 choices, mark them all, and then if you got it right for the right reason or wrong because you misread it, but you understand the concept, don't worry about it. The ones you have to review are the ones you got right for the right reason, and then the ones you got for the wrong reason. The ones you got for the wrong reason. See, when I talk too fast, my brain is here, my mouth is here, and they're not in conjunction. And then ones you got right for the wrong reason, like guessing, and then you got to be honest with yourself. Don't be like, oh, I think I know it, or the ones you got wrong for the right reason. I guess the right reason to be wrong, you don't know it. If you're starting to memorize questions, buy another QBank. STCS 4 supplemental exams. If you want, buy Kaplan. But again, you don't want to add a new QBank in the last few days. You want to do it out so you can literally get used to the question because you don't want to switch it up the day before. Again, you need to go in there like a badass. You need to go into the test like I'm going to fucking own this shit and you're going to run it, okay? You got to go in there confident. You got to understand that if you go in there confident, if you go into this test as a confident badass, not cocky, confident, I know my shit, then when you see a hard question, you're going to go, oh, I can do this, okay? And you can work through it or even mark for review, shit like that. If you go in there where you're not sure and you're like, oh, I'm afraid, then every hard question is going to look to you like, see, I knew I should have waited. And that's a bad thing because you won't try it. I've seen that so many times where if you give someone positive confirmation of good work, they're willing to work a little bit harder on the question. If you're like, oh, I'm not ready, they go, oh, I knew I wasn't ready. They give up. We don't want give up. We want you to attack it like you know your shit. Okay. And that's literally it. You maybe want to watch some of my exam walkthrough videos, join my live, but not the night before. I don't want to see you the night before. I want to see you after you pass so we can play a song for you and blow it out your ass. Okay. Good. Okay. Everyone, go beat this thing. You got this. I believe in you. I 100% believe in you. And you need to say every morning, get up in the morning, brush your teeth with your offhand, even if you want to brush your teeth with your foot, and keep saying, I'm going to pass this. I'm going to pass this. Say it like 10 times with confidence. Not I need to pass it. Not I got to pass it. I'm going to pass it. That's your goal. Go beat this thing. We got it, baby. And I don't think we're doing the right thing. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can hear me. Hold on.
Is this the better microphone?
Wait. I don't think you're on the mic. I can hear you.
Does this sound better?
Now I know you're on the mic.
I can the sultry tones of Ken Finn.
Yeah, yeah. It's always like when you practice your jazz or your smooth talk,
Venus flytrap. I'm Venus flytrap at 3:00 in the morning. Okay. Not nearly as cool. Okay. Welcome on. Happy Thursday. Second of my two favorite nights. Tuesday is my favorite. Thursday is a close second. It's 1A or 2A, whatever you want to call it. Tonight is NASA night. If you pass the test, we'll obviously celebrate your ass. But tonight is asking questions about NASA and stuff like that, not FINRA stuff, unless it overlaps. Okay. Okay. So, Billy, I will answer your little question, but it won't be a long one. Okay. Yes, I agree. Jules, we're going to get in about 10 minutes. Going to be, I'm taking the test in 3 days. What should I do? And I just did a 5.5 minute, almost a 6-minute video on that exact thing. So my answer to you is going to be, not to you, Jules, because you're smart. Watch the beginning of go back and watch the beginning. Okay. Because I spend so much time talking about what to do. And if you guys really want a custom study plan, the guy below me right here, Brady Bunch thing, is the guy to do this. Okay. He can do a custom study plan for you. You pay him a little bit of money. He's on that. You can book it. He'll give you 40 minutes. Sometimes he goes longer. Don't tell him I said that, but sometimes it goes a little longer than the 40 minutes.
I can't hear you.
What? Hello, is this thing on? And then if you need tutors, we're here to help you. If you go to capitaladvantagetutoring.com, that's where we can help you tutoring. If you need questions about whether you should get a tutor or just basic questions about everything we offer, email Jeff at Cap Advantage Tutoring. Couple of things. There is another tutor out there floating around, Michael Weiss. I really push him tonight because he has his CFA, which is incredible. That's something I would never try. He worked at Merrill Lynch for a while, and he teaches the 65. He teaches them all, but he's really, really solid at the 65, 66 stuff. Better than me. Nah, nobody's better than me, but he's really good. He costs about half of what I do, unless you want to meet him on the weekends. And also check out the Facebook group. It is fantastic. Actually, there was a girl on TikTok, and she was talking about everything, and she said, guess what I did? And also I'm watching it, and she shows our Facebook group, which is outstanding. She's like, and she kept saying what's a supportive community it was, which is outstanding. But let me change this. This is the name of the Facebook group, FINRA and NASA Exam Test Prep Network. Super supportive. I mean, people are on there every day. And like I keep saying, if you pass, we give you snaps. But where the magic comes in, is when you fail and you need help, or you're struggling and you need help, or you're just like, I'm going to quit. And you got somebody say, don't fucking quit yet. And everyone can always look at Mike LaRosa, who failed the 7 3 times, passed the 666 the first shot, passed the 7, then passed the 24, and he just took another job. I can say his name. He gave notice. He took another job at a new firm. I mean, he goes from being like punching the screen, so pissed off, to he's living the top of the world right now. Top of the world, ma. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Oh, baby. Okay, Dana, baby. Dana. Okay. Yes, I have a 66 group. Our membership. Thank you for asking. What a segue. We do for $25 a month. If you join the same serious study group, serious study method. So Dana, if you're in the options one, lower it down to the 25 method, but wait a couple months to do that, but lower it down to the $25 a month one. And we meet at 6 p.m. Eastern, not 7. So it's a little earlier for you. I mean, I don't think you were in California, but again, it's It's down in it's 6 p.m. versus 7 p.m. Eastern. Okay. Yeah, Christian, that sucks. It's the only time 69 is a bad number, right? So just all you got to do is hopefully you took a couple of days off, then went back and just started reading the book. That's what you have to do. Just go back and read the book cover to cover, whatever it has. If you don't like the book you have, get a new vendor. If you don't have Achievable, try them out. They're fantastic. I have links in most of my other videos, not these. Plus, I have a discount link for STC. I sound like a salesman. But if you go there, they're fantastic. And Achievable gives you a 1 day, like a 1 chapter free trial. You can see if you like them. You may not like them. I don't know anyone that has done the free trial that didn't actually buy into it, but they're really good at what they do. Okay. Let's move along. Okay. But Christian, as I tell everyone, it's a 30-day problem in a 20-year career. Do not worry about this.
I like that saying, but I think you should change it slightly.
What?
I think it should be a 30-day problem and a 30-year career.
I know that.
I've been reading articles. Nobody's retiring at 65.
No. I know, but what the problem is, I know that. But 30-day problem, it's 230s. It's too much. I could say a 40-year career.
How about a 4 to 6 week problem?
46. It's a 922-hour problem, right? It's a 922-hour problem in a 18 and a half in a 20 times 12 and a 240-month career.
I mean, we could break it down to seconds if it makes everybody feel better, just to show you how short it really is.
Everyone likes that. Understand, everyone likes when I say that. So it's a 30-day problem in a 20-year career. If you go longer, you're longer. That's great. Nobody's retiring at 40, but it just sounds good. And it makes them realize that it's a short-term problem in the long term.
It is a short-term problem.
You know what I think is funny? I always love this thing. Do you know how long is it 1 million seconds is?
No.
It's like, I think it's like 6 weeks. Do you know how long 1 billion seconds is?
Oh, it's a lot longer.
32 years.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Okay.
Here's another way to put it. Because I said this the other day. I was thinking of all the other careers and how long it takes. Like, and I'm not comparing this is strictly time. If you become a doctor, a lawyer,
oh God,
anything in like real estate, even the most basic real estate exam.
Yeah.
Look, this is a short period to make to have a very good career.
Yes, because you're not hitting your stride till 30. As a doctor, you're not out of there till 30, right?
Well, no, you're far beyond 30, because if you can include all the residency and reporting into and making the money and everything, I mean, if you start in your early
medical school, 3 years.
What's that?
What's medical school? 3 years?
No, I think it's 4 undergrad, 4 graduate.
Right.
Like then you got your residency for.
No, I'm just saying to start. So medical school alone, say it's 4 years. So that means you're 26 coming out of medical school, right?
At least, yeah.
And then not even including residency. And then if you're based on Grey's Anatomy, that's another 3 years.
And then you do your residency. I was talking to a doctor and my son, broke his wrist.
Right.
The doctor, the orthopedist that was working on it, was 33 and still had like another 3 years to go for a specialty beyond there. So I mean, you're talking about mid-30s before you even start.
Mid to late 30s before you're. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And then you figure you're 65, you're kind of done.
You're exhausted at 65.
Yeah, it's crazy. But you're a billionaire.
Mm.
No. The goal is, when somebody told me the one to do, but it's risky, anesthesiologist. Actually, my friend said dermatology is best. Podiatry, because nobody dies.
Podiatry.
But nobody dies.
But you look at feet all day.
I know, but yes, it sucks, but nobody dies. Like everything else, somebody could die. I mean, anesthesiologists, but they get paid whether they show up or not.
Anesthesiologists?
I had to do that. No, I'm going to make it quick, and then we'll get on to this. So I know we're not, but on my second kid, and I fought for this. My wife gives birth. It's like the first one was like a 6-hour one. Everything else was like a 45-minute delivery. She walk in, they go, and they go, it's coming. Okay. So she never gets the painkillers because up until about maybe 15 years ago, they wouldn't kick in for like half an hour. Right. So there was never in time. So she went in there and I said, let's get the epidural or whatever. And they said, we can't because you're ready to have this kid and it's not going to kick in until you're out. So they physically denied us anesthesiology, all that shit. And then I get a bill for $900 for the anesthesiologist being available.
Oh, of course.
So So I fought it. I go, no. And they actually took it off the bill because I said, wait a second. I asked for that. So they weren't. I said, we're going to have a problem because when you don't have a lot of money, you fight harder for these things, right? So I said, no fucking way am I paying this because I asked for them and they said no. I was like, and they fought me for like a month. And then I go, look, we can keep going around and around, but I asked for a fucking anesthesiologist and no one showed up. And you literally said no to me. So I get the money back. So it is what it is. Okay. Everyone's like, why the fuck are we talking about this? You started late. You're talking about doctors, whatever it is.
Your Grinder and Jules are having their own conversation here.
Are they?
They're tutoring themselves. They're teaching themselves. They've had enough of our medical conversation.
I know. So, okay, we did option 10 for the essay. I feel like I spent the whole day learning the math. Okay. Yes. So here's the deal on this. When you take the actual exam, SIE, you're going to get like 3 questions max. And on the 7, you're going to get between 10 and 30. You will not, half of them will be theory. Like, am I long? Even on the 65, 66, it's going to be theory. You're going to get math questions for sure. And that's what my options videos do. And they're good. But it's a lot about the suitability. Like if you're long stock, you hedge it by buying a put or selling a call. If you're short stock, you buy a call or sell a put. All of these things. Okay. So it's half of it's going to be about suitability, like what's intrinsic, what's not. That's going to be the SIE. And the reason I'm allowing us to talk about it is one, because I just spent 5 minutes talking about a doctor, but you will get 1 or 2 option questions on the 65 or 66, maybe break even, but most of it's going to be, what do you want to happen? Are you bullish or bearish? How do you hedge? How to add income? Stuff like that. So that is where it's going to be. Okay. So now Chloe. Okay. Hardly any math, but let's say I can think of the 2 most popular will be current yield and total return. They could do others, but if you're going to pick any 2 that you have to know, total return and current yield, that might do a tips question. The 65 might do a convertible. You might get a tax equivalent yield. You could get that. You could get a tax equivalent yield. Other than that, I don't think there's going to be I mean, again, the math is not going to be the thing that puts you under. But if you have to learn only 3, current yield, total return, and then dealer's choice between like convertibles or tax equivalent yield or tips. And remember, the tips questions are very straightforward. It's not like the Kaplan ones where they go, well, the inflation was 3% for 4 years. And what is it? And then you have to remember that it adjusts every 6 months. So you're actually doing like 8 calculations. That's Kaplan. That's not the way the test works. Okay. Hardest unit? I don't think there is a hard unit, but it's the risks. Look, the most testable risks and what the register rep can and cannot do. Okay. Carlos. Awesome. Oh, Guadalupe. I think that's some good news. Okay. Studying for my sis. Studying for your sis. Who's your sis? Okay. She cute. Your SIE. Love it. Hey, Carlos, that's awesome. Keep at it. Remember, I have a lot of videos, but for the SIE, that's Tuesday nights. So Tuesday night is FINRA night, baby. You can ask questions that overlap and tell me you passed, but other than that, Guadalupe, I'm assuming you beat the test. He didn't say he passed it, but I'm going to assume he did. So I'm going to do a little sense. We're going to be happy for this, but in light of recent events, this is the song you get, baby.
That's crazy AI.
I know. It's good. It's fucking nuts, right? So, and everyone under like 30 is like, who is that other guy with the long hair? Okay, so now. Okay, Gear, how we doing? We're going to kill this thing, right? Any questions? Maybe I'll throw some questions in here. Dana, right? Okay. Oh, it's funny. Jules is funny. Okay, so now, I like STC with an achievable backup, with an achievable kicker. So look, perfect world, no money involved, achievable to learn in Kaplan QBank. If you don't want to do it that way, if you want to just buy one program, buy STC. Then if you have a little cash, throw it, go at Achievable, because I think they teach it better than anyone else. I think their videos are better than anyone else, and they have a study plan and they have AI built in, and the AI is built on their information, and they're always running stuff by me to see if like it's right or not, stuff like that. So they don't really make updates, And you know how quick I am to answer, Jeff, right? So they send me something, and I get for about a week or two, I get just bumping this up, because they know me. I told them, just keep sending me emails. They send me an email, I ignore it for like 2 days. I go, just bumping this to the top until I finally answer it. Okay. Jules, no, here's the deal. Maybe you do hope it's a 20-year career, because maybe you just made so much money that at 41, you'll be like, I'm baller, I'm out. Okay, let's read about Morgan. Took it today. Yeah, Morgan, I just texted him before. He missed it by a little bit. Okay, so now. Wow. Trying to all my new hats. Okay. Now, let's cook it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, missed it by a little bit. So here's the deal on this. Wow, 31 out of 39 on laws. So here's my thing. That's pretty good. It's the vehicle. It's the economics that kill. Well, economics, 1020 in economics killed you, and then the business and investment vehicles. That's the thing. Investment vehicles. Wait, are we looking the right way? Yeah. Investment vehicles gets everyone. It's like I mean, that's the thing. So you're borderline on the rest of them. The other two. The economic factors got to be built up, but the thing is, the regs. That's awesome. That's great on the regs. I love that. Okay.
You know what's great about this? I'm doing all the math on this, and right. I say this to everybody when they're studying.
Right.
This is a great analysis because it's showing across the board consistency and just needing a little tweaking on the economic factors.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather see. Because I always tell people, I'd rather see you score 75% to 80% than to score 90% in one area and 30% in another.
Right.
You don't know.
I agree. He's so close on everything. Right. Exactly. Yeah. You know, we're there. Okay. So wait. So Gear Grinder, you are booked for the 2nd, or you go in the 13th? Look, if you're mid 60s, here's my thing on this. If you're mid 60s, you're so close. Why? I mean, yeah, some people say just go for it, right? But I mean, who wants to spend the rest of the summer studying? I'd rather you push it back 10 days. Again, if you're getting mid 60s and a lot of it's like the convoluted math and the hard, crazy shit, then go for it. But if it's because of lack of knowledge, I would move it back a week. I really would. Chloe, watch the beginning of my video. Watch the beginning of the live. I'll be nice, Chloe. But you're in great shape. Just take tests. See, I do it anyway, right? Just take tests. Not the day before. Go over the crunch time facts. Watch any kind of videos that are about last minute stuff. And make sure, I tell everyone, make sure you don't have to own it, but you got to understand it. Estates, trust, and joint accounts. It's on there. It's not huge, but it's on there. It's enough to hurt you. Okay. Use Kaplan. Oh my! Did you go a Kyle wrote? That's crazy. I used Kaplan for the essay and got similar test scores. Passed my first try, but I took to go with your gut. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, exactly. So you got to go with your gut. You can't keep changing stuff. But look, here's my problem. I like people taking the test, but if they're truly doubtful and you can't go into a test doubting yourself, you really can't. It just makes it too tough. Wow. Trillion. So wow, that's crazy, right? So a billion seconds is 32 days about, right? I think 32 days. A billion seconds is 32 years, and a trillion is 31,000 years. That's nuts. I remember when 26 billion was a big company. Do you remember Arger and Nabisco, that big deal? And it was like a $26 billion merger, and it was big. That's like a small company now.
My favorite merger to remember was the AOL Time Warner one. I wanted to see the investment bankers that put that deal together.
Yeah, I know. They all had to have retired right after it.
They had to, and I don't think they would have gotten another job in the industry after.
Or by any broker, if you can put that deal together, you can do anything. But companies, no, we don't want them anymore.
It was a smaller company buying the bigger one. The bigger one was the stronger one. It was crazy.
I know, it's ridiculous. It's kind of like Merrill Lynch when Bank of America took over Merrill Lynch.
Yeah, right.
It was like they fired all the Bank of America people and kept the Merrill Lynch. I'm like, how does that work? The company is in trouble.
It was survival mode.
Jules is very funny. Okay. Okay. 6. Yeah, but okay, Christian, were they hard? That's the, so were they, here's the thing. Do you think the options hurt you or help you on that? S8. What the fuck's an S8? Oh, for an ESOP, baby. Was that on your real exam or that on Kaplan? Yeah. So yeah, it's amazing how like you were telling Jeff that it felt like you got a that you were getting your ass kicked and you really only missed it by a couple, right? That's the thing. These vendors, I mean, these tests really make you feel like shit sometimes. Now, the problem is sometimes you feel like you're doing better, not on the FINRA ones, but on the NASAA ones. Sometimes the questions are kind of simple, but there's a little tricky that you feel like you're doing better than you are, which is scary, right? Because like you think, I definitely had somebody come to me. Oh, Roy. Was it Roy? I think he just, or maybe Troy, maybe from Seattle, right? He felt when he took it, he goes, I thought I got a 90 and he missed it by 1. He passed it. He said he passed it a month later, but he said, I felt like I was like, if like I didn't get anything wrong. He said, I was utterly shocked that I failed. So okay, gear grinder. Then S8 is how they register securities under an ESOP. Did you see that on the real exam?
He said a flashcard.
Oh God. Okay. Yes, an S8. It's to register an ESOP plan.
And just to make the gear grinder laugh, we all know it's a V8 twin turbo Audi.
Oh, there you go.
He'll know what that means.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
He'll know.
It's funny. All my friends used to be car heads. What do they call them? Motorheads? I don't know.
Motorhead, yeah.
I mean, and back in the 80s, you can build a car.
Now you just put a laptop on 4 wheels and you go.
I know, it's crazy. But back then, that was when it first started doing the chips and you plug it in and you see. But early 80s, it was like, no, they got to figure that shit out. Okay.
I had a check.
Jules, we're going to nail this. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. Hold on. So, Quinana, I'll get to you 1 second. Look what Guadalupe said. Okay.
I didn't have to do any math.
Yeah, it's not about doing the math. It's about defining the shit. It's about finding what I'm telling you, you will do some math, but I think it's going to be a lot more on the I try to explain the 66 because I'm still working on that definition, right? Like, is it harder than the 7? I said, no, I think it's more cerebral. Like it's more thinking. Like it's like you can almost brute force a 7. You still got to work your ass off. But you could maybe brute force it with just like rules and follow that. With the 66, I think you got to have a deeper understanding. That's why a lot of people who take the 66 first do better on the 7 because they have to understand it at a different level. As I tell everyone, munis, mutual funds, suitability, taxes, and options. This is the thing. If you're just starting out, fucking everything. If you're getting near the end and you've already niched down and you're good at everything, options, munis, taxes, mutual funds, and suitability. Okay.
What about customer accounts?
I tell them to read that the day before. It's not big, right? I don't like people focusing. I don't want people to do it now. That's a fair question. I don't want people reading customer accounts 30 times between the first and the last. Right. It's what you do the morning or the night of, so it's fresh on your head because it's just memorization. Okay. Okay. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that. He just walked out of the testing center.
I love that.
5 minutes ago. That is outstanding.
Awesome.
You might not like this one as much. I don't know. Were you I thought I edited that better. That was too long.
Crazy, right?
Yes. 5. So I always said things happen in 3, right? So it's Malcolm Jamal Warner, which is fucked up. Ozzy Osbourne, Hulk, Connie Francis, which most people don't know about, and Chuck Mangione. Crazy. And it's weird. I'm on Instagram. I'm trying to get off that side of it. There's like 10 or 15 people who are happy Hulk died.
Why?
Because he went to the RNC.
Come on. We're talking about somebody's life here.
I know. That's the thing. You're like,
and
then one guy goes, "You killed the wrong one," meaning the other one. So it's like, you're fucked up.
God,
okay. I know. Anyway, I'm not getting into that. Okay, here we go. Boom. That's awesome. So you're done, right? So Edgar, you got to be done with everything, right? Maybe life and health after, but that's outstanding. It is but this is what I ask: any surprises on the exam? So Guadalupe and Edgar. Guadalupe gave me some feedback. Are there any surprises you saw? Oh, Neeks, outstanding. Good, by the way, good thing I did talk about medical school. I'm almost catching up. We may have killed us early today. Oh, Neeks, that's a great Neeks Coria. I'm trying to see if that's a thing. Neeks Coria. No, okay. Neeks Coria? No. That's especially past perfect. I have people who couldn't get over a 60 on past perfect and pass the exam. So you're, as long as you're not memorizing, but if that's your first practice exam and you're getting 83s, you're in great shape. You get this stuff. Go check out. I have a couple practice exam and my exam walkthrough. It'll help you. I mean, it won't help you a lot, but it gives you another version. If you take these, yeah, I might even get another vendor. Just stick with it. You're rock solid. That's awesome. Good. Ezra. Oh, outstanding. Well, let's go, baby. Indie fever, baby. Boom. I love it. That's outstanding. We're going to. Boom, baby. Ezra, that's outstanding. I'm glad I helped. Let's get on the next one, right? Boom. Okay. Any surprises you saw? Okay. Here we go. Okay. NASA sucks because Tutor definitely. Yeah, that's true. Neeks, I don't disagree. I think here's the thing. That's the exam could have that, but a lot of it is only one is right, but one of them feels right. Like I just did a video, I'm doing it now on like picking the right answer. Like it's more about sometimes there's two answers on there. One of them is a true statement, but it's not answering the question. It's like elephants are gray. That's true, but it has nothing to do with the answer. So sometimes, and that's what happens. Sometimes you see a true answer and it's true, but it's not answering the question. So we go there. I mean, sometimes that's the way it goes, especially with past perfect. They really go nuts with the questions. Okay.
I use the example of like if you had to get down to the answer and it's T+1 or T+3.
Right.
Both are right. One is to settle the trade. One is delivery, you know?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. Good. That is outstanding. Yes. We got him laughing. Yeah, that's the thing. So on the SIE, yeah, the chart helps. But remember, guys, if you're taking any of these exams, okay, if you're long stock, you can either buy puts or sell calls. That's it. If you're short stock, either buy calls or sell puts. There's no other choices. If they say hedge, insurance, or protection, you're buying an option. If they say income or edge yield or increase yield or supplement income, it's going to be selling an option. Okay. Did you read this?
Yeah, I did read it before.
Wow. Is that what made you think of the V8 thing?
No.
Or you just know gear grinders and motorhead?
You don't understand. I always think of like those, like if something says S8 or, you know, whatever.
Right.
The first thing that pops into my head are car names. Right. That's how
everything
I think all the time.
Your head is always in cars. Right?
Always in cars.
Okay.
Always. Everything.
Well, let's make this thing work so you can have a Jay Leno type of garage.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like that's insane. But you know what's great about this, in all seriousness, is that if he was able to negotiate a deal like this and that guy moved 27 million to the bank, just think about what that's going to do for his career.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
you move that over. That's a great fucking start.
Yeah, that's a pretty. I mean, that should be motivation to get through.
I mean, right there. If your firm charges one and you get, that's 150 grand a year ongoing. If they charge 1%. I know, but you're not going to. You're only going to get half of it, right? So figure you're going to walk away with that's 150. I'm just saying around 125, 130 a year to you.
Right, but I'm thinking of it in terms of if he did have his own firm one day.
Yeah. Oh no, but that's $300,000 a year just off one fucking client.
One client.
One client. Good. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, Allison, I'll do it. Okay, now. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's not. It's not a lot of options. Most of them are very basic. Okay, but as Christian said, he freaked out. Right. Sometimes people freak out during the tests, and like I keep saying, no one's on here because you're a good test taker. No one is coming on this thing, my stupid shit show of a clown show, a travesty of a sham of a travesty, without being, if they're good test takers. They don't need me. Good test takers don't need my shit. It's everyone else, and I deal with. I must have 25 different clients each week. So that's how many people are in the same boat as you. Okay. Okay, I can. Oh, do you want me to actually do it? Okay. Now, current yield, total return, and then as I said, it's dealer's choice, tips or let's do it this way. It's current yield, total return, and then either tax equivalent or tips or convertibles. Again, probably you might not get any math. Okay. I know Hulk going was a tough one. Okay. For the sure side of my passport because my firm, I know. No, Ethan, I'm telling you right now, no. No. It is Past Perfect takes it to another. I know the guy John is actually trying to get it lower. He's trying to reduce it to make it less complicated because the person who did it before, Ed Floor, smart guy, anytime he got a math problem, he would try to prove how smart he was, not how smart you were. So Past Perfect is getting better at it. They're working on it. They're notorious for being way harder than the exam. The only thing I don't like is they do what I don't know if they call it a closed system, whatever. They don't want firms. They don't want them using any outside resources, which is kind of crazy. Ezra, we're going to get you through this. The 7. We're going to nail this now. Yeah. Futures. You won't see futures on this one. You guys can see futures and forwards on the 65 or 66, but nothing crazy. It'll be on there, but nothing crazy. I think at pass-through securities are more complicated, right? So like CMOs, mortgage-backed securities, they're more complex, more complicated. I think they're more complicated than the options. But again, like I said, I've been trading options since I was 16, and not well, but I have been trading them since then. So, but I do understand them, and maybe that's why I think they're easy, and that's why I teach it the way I do, because I'm trying to get you guys to see it the way I see it, not the stupid T charts. Abracadabra. Akbra. Yeah. Go get drunk. No. If you're hitting 75s in SDC, get some sleep, watch a crash course. The morning of, okay, the morning of, you got to read what? Yes, trust, estates, and customer accounts, and joint accounts. Just have it fresh in your head. I think most of the time it's in the investment advisory client section. And just the most important, if you can't do that, if it's early tomorrow morning, get the fuck off my live, baby. Go get some sleep. The only way you should be on my live if you're taking it tomorrow is if you're taking it in the afternoon or you're in California. Other than that, get off in the most lovingly way I say. Caitlin!
That is the most sensitive microphone. Every time you slightly lean back or to the side, it goes away.
I just got to go like this the whole way, right?
Yeah,
I'm literally, it's in my fucking mouth. Okay.
I know.
Does it sound different when I do that?
Yeah, it's not that it's different. It changes the projection of your voice.
It's bad, right?
Yeah, like that sounds like really far away.
Oh, crazy train. Okay, there we go. Okay.
There you go.
The Doppler effect.
Whoa.
Okay, now we go. So, okay, we go. So now, Jules, don't worry. Gear Grinder will not affect you. Will not forget you. He'll not forget all of us when he's driving around in his own. What's a good car? Bugatti?
I mean, it's fast. It's expensive.
What's one that makes you go holy shit more than any other car that you hardly ever see?
Hardly ever see?
Like you don't see, but when you see, you go holy shit. Like that just makes you go. Is there a car that does that to you?
It's not any one. It's like sometimes like my brand is Porsche. I love Porsches.
Right.
But if I see a Carrera GT,
Right.
which is not a 911, by the way.
Right. I get it.
That's a big deal because they stopped making them. It's a limited, it's
Right.
a $2 to $3 million car depending on the paint. There we go. 812 super fast, absolutely.
So what?
I
What'd
actually
you say?
gear grinder. I actually like the 296 also, a little bit lower in price, obviously, but and then I actually like the Lusso Ferrari, which is the all-wheel drive. He'll know what I'm talking about.
So do you know I'm at BTIG all in the next 3 weeks in the analyst class, right? They're right next to the Ferrari dealership.
Oh, I know where you are.
I did a couple of videos over there. I usually do videos when I'm leaving over there. I love that. Now, I thought, now, again, I don't know if this is true. I think we talked about this.
Yeah.
You cannot buy a new Ferrari unless
Very
you
hard.
own one already, right?
Very hard. They only sell them to previous owners. And usually what you do is you go in, you buy one, and then order a second one for when it comes in 2 years, and you're on their list. And they want like recurring clients and flipping them and things like that.
Because I always thought it was like, if you walk in there and you never had one before, they'll give you a really hard time.
Oh, Jules, that's so nice.
Okay.
Hold on, let me get a nice comment there.
Okay, she not hating us for talking about cars.
No.
Okay.
She's talking about buying her fiance his dream Porsche.
Oh, there you go. That's the goal, Jules. That's why I'm saying you can retire in 20 years when you make your $1 billion. Remember, this is the other thing, Jules. Gear should be saying to you, don't forget him when you make it big. Okay. Now, Jules, you're the one with the gamer stuff. I think she's the one who had the gaming stuff on the side. She does it on TikTok. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she probably has a real following on TikTok. I have like 23,000 people. I do have a 1 million view video though. I'll give you that.
Oh, there you go.
And my other biggest one is I go, what is Marxism? I told you about that one, right? It goes from nothing. I had like 200 views, 500 views, 1,000, nothing. And then during the debate, Trump called Kamala a Marxist. My view went from 1,000 to 180,000 in like 5 hours.
Yeah.
So now it's at 250. I just thought it was interesting. Okay. So Caitlin, now she's like, just answer my fucking question. No, Caitlin, you're fine. I think I remember your scores were great when we talked the other day. Take your time. That's the easy stuff. Find my crash course, do that stuff. And remember, in the crash course stuff, I may say stuff about the 63. Watch that too. Okay. Take your time, read every question. And as I tell everyone, you only go back and check the first 5. Don't retake the whole test. The first 5, because that's when you're not in your zone. Okay. Ethan. Okay. Ezra, we got this. Okay. That's funny. That's the goal. Is that the goal? The goal is to be so big Congress subpoenas you. Right? Is that the goal? You want to be so big?
I would love to see you in front of Congress. First of all, you'd be like 20 minutes late.
Oh, I know.
Oh, it would be great. You'd probably
water. I'd have iced tea.
You would probably open your breakfast up on the table.
Yeah, I think so. And I have this down. Thank you, Senator, for that question. Thank you, Senator, for that question. Okay. That's a thoughtful question. Can I reclaim my fucking time too? Okay. But whenever I watch those things, I always want to say, if I was up there, I'd be like this. I would enter and go, is there a question in that speech anywhere? Is there going to be a question in the next 5 minutes, or I just got to listen to? Because if I just have to listen to, I'm going to go eat. Okay. Oh, by the way, everyone, you shouldn't matter to anyone. November 4th, I will not be doing a live. November 4th is a Tuesday. I'm planning ahead of time. I will not be doing a live. I'll be dead then. No.
Is that election day?
What?
Is that election day?
No. It's Jimmy. I bought tickets to Jimmy Carr again. Do you know who Jimmy Carr is? Look him up.
Not a car.
No, it's CAR. He's fucking hilarious.
I know.
So I know. So he's I missed my live. I saw him at Carnegie Hall last year, and now I'm seeing it at the Beacon Theater. It could be the same fucking thing. I have no idea. But I'm going to see him again this year. I'm trying to get I bought 3 tickets. So I'm going to try to get my wife and son to go. I mean, he's offensive, but he's fucking hilarious. So anyway, put that in your calendar. November 4th, I will not be doing a live. Okay.
Jules is laughing.
Jakey. Okay. Boom, baby. First class 63. Let's get into it. You notice I don't think I answered any fucking questions tonight. Did I?
No, I don't know.
No. Sometimes that happens.
A lot of medical and car knowledge.
I know.
So,
True. We all now know what I went through with medical shit, and everyone knows I have fucking 4 kids now.
yeah.
I don't know either one of those cars. I have no idea. Okay.
Way out of your price range.
Yeah.
Way out of your price range.
Now.
Koenigsegg is brilliant. Christian von Koenigsegg.
Jesus, that's scary that you know all that shit.
Yeah,
You could be a car. You could, if anyone needs help on a car, you can be the Porsche whisperer.
Oh, absolutely. Just email me. I help everybody figuring out what their lease is, what makes sense, what they want to buy.
Do you really?
Everybody call. All my friends call me. Yeah.
You would hate the one I have that I bought a subscription for a Volvo.
No, I know what that. I remember when it came out. It was a good idea.
Yeah. So they canceled that other one in the U.S., but now it's straight through Volvo, and they canceled it last summer.
Yeah.
Because I think they knew they weren't making money on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, Jules, that's awesome. Just enough to make money. You want to make enough money to buy your fiance and Ken a Porsche. Okay. Here we go. Actually, I did do a couple questions. Here we go. Okay. This is a great question. Probably not going to be heavily tested, but per capita is by the person. So there's different ways to do it, but this is the way I go. If you have 3 children and you do per capita, if one of them dies before you, then only the 2 split it. That's if it's per my children. If it's per capita per my descendants, the 2 get it, and then the children. So if A, B, and C are alive, and they're supposed to get a third each. If C dies before you do, A and B get their third, and then the children split the third. They get the same as ever. That's more complicated. The best one to know is that if it's per my children, per capita is 3 children, 1 dies before I do, the other 2 split it. Just get 50% each. Now, per stirpes is by the branch. So if you have 3 children and 1 dies, then that family still gets their third. I try to do the math on the other one, and I get it, and then I do a video on it, and then it just goes out of my head because it's just so stupid. But again, per capita is per head, per alive head. Per stirpes is per branch. So if you have 3 people and 1 dies, that branch still gets the money. I always think of per capita as like if you run, like you ever hear these bakeries, been in the family for 200 years. Well, I think that's how they do it, right? So they go, I have a bakery. I have 3 kids that I make work there. One of them dies before me. I don't want their wife or husband to get it. So I make sure that all of it goes to the kids, my own biological kids. So it stays in the family. Kind of like if you had that Koenigsberger car, you'd make sure your kids get it, not their spouses. Okay. Did you read Jake's comment?
Yeah, I was reading all of them.
Okay.
I like this one right here that you have up.
There you go. I love it. That's exactly what it is. I should do a video on that. Do you want the fucking Porsche or not? Do you get up? You have a choice.
It's what motivates me every day.
Yeah, exactly. So the deal is every morning, Victoria, I hope that helped a little bit. If it didn't, comment. Every morning you make a decision. Either you win or the alarm wins. So somebody wins. Kind of like the line. What did Ben Affleck said? Was it Ben Affleck? In Boiler Room, he goes, every time you pick up that phone, somebody makes a sale. Either you're selling him or he's selling you.
I just like the motivation here. Pick the thing that you pick the thing that you like the most and use that as your focus.
Yes, exactly.
That's it.
100%. Yeah. So your friend has a few Ferraris. Okay.
That's how you have to get that one, and that's the SUV, the one that he's talking about there.
How do you say that?
I stopped pronouncing Ferraris a long time ago.
Purosangu. Okay.
It's a beautiful SUV.
Interesting.
It also looks like a Mazda from 2000.
Is it a Porsche SUV?
No, that's a Ferrari.
Okay. Imagine getting a Ferrari SUV.
Well, if you think about it, it's the best of all worlds. It's more practical, and so it's worth the money.
Okay.
But it's not going to be a collector's item unless they just make it in small numbers and things like that.
Got it. Jules, that's fine. Look, I don't know. I mean, you probably get, I get some views. I mean, some of my things get, 30, 40,000 views. Some get 1,000, some get 500. It's all over the place. I use TikTok for fun. That's what it's all my shit where I can do the quickie, stupid shit that I don't do. And if you're interested, Series 7 Whisper on Instagram and Series 7 Whisper on TikTok. Okay. Here's my thing on this. Okay. Please Perfect is not the best. Okay, I like them, but you're right. So if you want a good vendor to back up to learn, get Achievable. The only problem with Achievable, it's the only one, is I think the questions are a little light. Now they're working on that, okay? But right now the questions don't match the test. But I mean, none of them do. But Achievable has a way that is an algorithm, so you'll never get the same question twice. So because I think they figured out technically you can go through like 3.4 billion questions because they have an algorithm that changes everyone. They're not a big change, but they're different. But if you want to just get another group of questions, either buy the supplemental exams from STC, which is only 4 exams, or you can spend like $40-$50. And Michael Weiss over on Reddit and Facebook has a discount code for that, a discount link, whatever it is. Where you get 10%. I don't know what the hell you get off. I have no fucking idea what you get off. And give you a little of a discount. But in reality, the Q Bank from Kaplan, it's like $50. It's not that big a deal. And you get 4,000 questions. And again, Kaplan is not my favorite. They're just the only ones that sell their Q Bank. Nobody else does. I'm really working on the other vendors, but they're fighting me tooth and nail. Okay, so yes, Ezra, that's exactly what the 7 is. It is the same test. It's just same topics, just deeper, like actual options math, real options math. It's all about think of the SIE as definitions, and think of the 7 as actual practice in practice. Okay, good. Okay, yeah. I wonder what you do get for contempt of Congress. I think that's real jail time. But famous, you get contempt of Congress for something fun like that.
You go to jail.
Yeah, but when you come out, you're probably a superstar.
You're writing books.
Yeah, or you have somebody else write the books for you. Yeah, 100%.
Podcast, political podcast.
Yeah, I mean, that's worth it. I mean, that's probably worth it. If I go to, I mean, what kind of jail can they send you to for contempt of Congress? I mean, you got to think.
Has a 9-hole golf course instead of 18.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I'd probably pay more golf in jail than out. Play some tennis, probably lose some weight.
I'm sure.
It's like remember from Stripes? What do you have, like a 5 to 6 week program that's perfect for me? If 5 which is perfect for me.
Perfect.
Okay. Yeah, definitely popcorn on this. Yeah, November, baby. Okay. No, I will never die. I swear to God. Ooh, that's my chest. I will never die. That's not happening. Okay. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Jules said when it's time to get the Porsche, she'll reach out to you. That's awesome.
Excellent.
Okay. Value investor would focus most on integrating what into the portfolio? Low PE ratio, baby. Low PE. Because a high PE is a growth and a low PE is for. So here we go. So I can understand the high yield because they want income, but they want a value investor. Here's my thing. I don't think it's going to be high yield because value investor is not buying bonds. The indexes don't pay. A low PE ratio stock, a lot of them pay a good dividend. And if it's not that, I'd be surprised. Okay. A value investor would focus most on integrate what into the portfolio? S&P 500, high yield bonds, low PE ratio. Again, high PE is growth, low PE is value. And remember, a value company is usually a good company. It's just out of favor. They pay a high dividend. So there's your income. If it's a high yield fund, if it's a high yield bond, I'd be way surprised. When I see the word value, I automatically look for PE ratio. Allison, let me know what you think. Okay. Oh, Allison, that's a great question. Hold on one second. I didn't know that either. That's good to know, Gear. That's probably way too specific, but good to know. Okay, here we go. No, you don't need permission to split commissions because it's in the firm. But we talked about this the other day, maybe last week or maybe Tuesday. You need permission if you're going to pay if you're an IAR and you get rebates for referral business. So if I'm going to refer somebody and I get a rebate, that's a conflict. I have to let it. It's a possible conflict. I have to let you know. Okay.
Those are really two different things too.
Oh yeah, 100%. One's outside the
referral
firm.
fee versus splitting a commission with somebody internally sitting next to you because, but it's the total commission that they're probably more concerned with than anything else.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay. Miguel, thank you. No questions. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what it is. It's got to be. I'm glad you. The reason it's not high yield, I think, is because high yield is more of a bond, and they're not asking for that. The value investor isn't buying bonds. Okay, here we go. Yeah, that 2/9. That's by the way, Victoria, I'm going to say that's literally what it was in my head because they go, it's 1/3, 1/3, and 2/9, which I don't even like. I do that math and I go, I can't get it. Like it, I get it for like a minute, and then it flies away. Like literally, I'll be like 1/3, 1/3, 2/9. Because here's the thing, 2/9. I don't think that works. The math, it's like it'll be a third. That's a third, that leaves two. That leaves a third left, which is 2/9. Is that a third? I don't know if that's a third or not. That's 4/9. It's almost a half. So, it screws me up. So I don't worry about the math. They're not going to do that to you that bad. Okay. Ooh, Ezra is a great question. Okay. Is it better to study and review your Oh no, everything.
Everything.
Every gear, every question.
We discussed this. You got even reading the questions you got correct. Reading those answers is just as important as reading the wrong ones.
Reading the right ones is absolutely as important as reading the wrong ones. Okay. This is an important question. Yes, you have to know that I'm a fucking Jets fan. But I am one of those Yankee Jets because I grew up in the Bronx.
Ooh.
So I had to go to the Yankees. I'm a Yankees Jets fan. I hate the Mets. Although I did go to the Mets when they won in 86.
Oh.
I was at a couple of those games. So because all my friends were Met fans in Jersey. So and they were good. So I liked baseball at the time. So okay. My son-in-law is an Eagles fan. And my grandson is too. I'm really working hard. I'm trying to confuse him with the green. So I'm trying to get it. No, I wouldn't do that. But I'm trying to get him to root for the Jets. Okay. So, Victoria, great question. It doesn't actually go down. It's the way the question's written. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Before I get to you. That's like one of those things where you have to choose. That's like a hypothetical. You don't have to fucking choose.
He's saying between, retest and go back,
No, okay, go back. Review them all. And then take another test.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. So you're saying review them all or go back and test the weak areas? No, because I need you to review them. Maybe you'll rotate. One time you do that, one time you do the other. Because you got to make sure you're not getting the ones right for the wrong reasons. Okay.
And not just that, you don't know what questions you're going to pull on the test.
Right.
So if you spend all that time on your weak areas, you could have been strengthening, other areas too. You just don't know.
Right. 100%. So let me get back to Victoria. It actually doesn't diminish. So what happens is it's the way the question is. So let's say they do this on purpose. So they go like you have a 9% cumulative preferred and you pay nothing the first year. So you owe 9. Then the next year you pay 4. So then you owe 5. Because remember, you have to pay 9 every year. So if you pay 9, if you don't pay anything the first year, you owe 9. The second year you pay 5. Well, you still owe the 9, so you're -4 now. So now you're a total of 13 behind the 8 ball. And then say the third year you pay 3, you owe 6. So it doesn't diminish; it builds up. But what happens is maybe look at the questions again. I think what they're doing is showing that they paid a different amount. So again, $9 every year is 9% is $9 a year. If they pay less than that, you owe the balance. And the vendor normally just goes, you missed 3 quarters. What do you do? What do you have to pay? Or what is the deal? A lot of times they just want to know the real test would be more like less about the math, more about the theory. They could absolutely ask math, but I'm just saying that it's probably going to be more like more theory than math. But again, they don't diminish.
It's the current holder also, isn't it?
Yeah, I think whoever has it, right? So if you
Right.
sell it, you're going to give up those cumulative.
You're going to give up those cumulative. Yeah.
Okay. So Victoria, does that help? I think that helps. I think that cleared it up. I assume this means yes, she agrees. Just say I'm based, baby. Just say I'm based. Okay. Or I just ate it up. Okay. No. I watch way too much TikTok. Okay. I'm so glad that my TikTok is at my For You stuff is better now. It's all financial shit. For a while, it was nothing but like teenage kids fucking dancing, and I couldn't get out of it. So, because that's what the algorithm didn't know who you are, so they just throw people at you until you scroll past every time. Okay. Achievable, Sarah. It's either this. So if you want to just get questions by the Kaplan QBank, the Kaplan Securities Pro QBank. Now, understand when you go to Kaplan, if you go to pick the Series 66 or whatever exam you're going to take, once you pick the test, it's not in the first drop down. You have to go up to the top. There's a tab that says Study Tools. Click that, and then the drop down will show the questions. They don't want you to buy them. They want you to buy the whole program. So, like if I send you there and you just pick on the first one, you pay $200. But if you go to the Study Tools and then hit the drop down, you'll find the Securities Pro QBank. Do not buy the one that says Practice and Mastery Exam. It's like $20. Don't buy it. Those exams, just 2 exams. You can't take them more than once, and they will make you wish you weren't studying. It's the most brutal, beat up. It's like Mike Tyson on a PDF. It's just so bad. Okay. Yes. See, exactly, Victoria. 100%. I knew where it was. See, I know my shit. Okay. Any advice for second-time test takers? It's funny. I'm cocky for 2 hours a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Okay. Vashin, you're fine. You're in great shape. Just keep. So you want to know second time. You got it. Remember something. Here's the biggest risk everyone goes. They go, oh, I just missed by a few points. I'm going to make them up. Act like you're brand new. It sounds like you did it. You got a new vendor. Maybe even sprinkle in some STC questions. So if you have STC, Kaplan, and Past Perfect questions hitting you from all different angles, like boom, 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 you're going to be ready for this test. No matter what they throw at you, you'll be ready. You want to make sure you're passing them all. And if you just failed, if you haven't done it yet, make sure you read the book. And again, Kaplan's book is really fucking big. So you could probably even read the STC book and then do Past Perfect questions, Kaplan questions, and STC questions. Do all 3. Even though you may memorize the STC a little bit, just seeing all 3 versions is really good. Okay. I never tell anyone to buy multiple vendors, but if you got them already, run with it. Okay. Victorious. Okay. Yeah. So I was right on track. A 7% preferred, they paid 5, so we owe 2. Then 3 years ago they paid 6, so we owe 1. And then on the last year they paid 7, so nothing. So you're going to owe 3. So it's not like it gets lower. It's just right as you owe 2, then 1, then 0. Yeah. So you owe $3. Victoria, I think that's what it was. It's got to be there. It is. Okay.
3 in addition to the 7.
Yes, in addition to the 7. Yeah. Now that's the question here. That's a great point, Jeff, because if they. Oh, by the way, guys, I said it before, if you guys are having trouble figuring out how to study and you don't want to drop cash on a tutor like us, check out Jeff. He has a custom study plan. He'll sit with you for like 30, 40 minutes or whatever. Like I said, you could probably get him an extra couple minutes. And he will work and help you set up a study plan based on your personal, I study, I have kids, I work all day, blah, 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 all that crap. He'll help you with it. Okay. So what I was going to say here was sometimes they say, what do you owe in back dividends? And then it's not including this year. But if they say, what do I have to pay now to pay the dividend? Then you do include this year. Remember that. So if they say, what do you owe in back dividends? It's all the past ones. If they say, what do you have to pay now? It's all them plus. Okay. Yeah. So, oh, wait, somebody asked about, oh, no, there it is. Raymond, I'll get to you in a second. So, bunch of questions on DCF too. Yeah, there will be questions on DCF. But I say when I have I have 46 people on here, give or take, between the different vendors, right? So out of the 46, 2 of you will get the math on it. So I say, go watch my time value money video. I walk you through the math, and it's pretty easy. Other than that, you just have to know what it is. Even Guadalupe said it's just recognizing, right? You have to know that DCF is how you take future value to find present value. Remember, DCF is a method. It's not an end result. You're not evaluating present value. You're finding present value. That's what DCF does. It's to find present value. Okay. So, and by the way, Victoria, last thing, if it's stock, it's DDM, dividend discount model versus discounted cash flow. Yes, there's going to be some, not as many as Kaplan does. As I tell everyone, it's really an easy way to write questions. When somebody gets me to write questions and I get caught in a corner, I'll just make it a Roman numeral and move on. I can write probably 25 Roman numeral questions in an hour. I could probably only do like 10 ABCD ones because you have to think and you don't get caught in a corner, all that stuff. So, yes, the Kaplan loves Roman numeral. There will be some on there, but not as many as Kaplan. And they're trying to get rid of them, but NASA, it's like they're not the same. FINRA's mostly got rid of them on theirs for the most part. There's still some. Most of their exams don't have it, but the NASA ones definitely could have it, but not as much as Kaplan. Okay. Callie. Okay, let's see. Yeah. The biggest thing you always have to think I always think of this way. Whenever I'm not sure, I go, what would help the customer most and hurt me the most, right? That's what I think of the regs. But you have to start thinking, well, as you're studying, create a scenario. Even if you do this, go get the content outline of the 10 or a topic, and I'm not saying to do this all the time, but throw it in ChatGPT, very small section, and say, give me 10 scenario-based questions that would be on the series 10. Just not scenario-based hard questions, just to get your mind around it, just to practice. I had a guy, Adam, he did it. We worked on the 24. He passed it this Thursday. And at the end, he was running out of questions. So we would just throw like a topic into ChatGPT and say, give me 10 questions on this. And you can set it up where it says, it'll give you one question at a time. And then when you answer it, it'll tell you why it's wrong. Now, as far as rule numbers go, do not do the rule numbers, okay? Don't try to memorize all the rule numbers and don't do ChatGPT for rules because it's bad. But I have one thing that'll help you. I have a playlist called I think it's called MSRB. It's a G rules. I go through all 48 G rules in a couple of videos. Less boring than the vendors do and less boring than reading it. But I do try to explain them a little bit better. That will help you. It won't put you over the top, but it'll help you. Always think when you're taking these exams, the principal exams, it's the whole thing is your registered rep screwed up. How do you fix it? And I'll get more feedback tomorrow. I have a girl who took it today, and she's going to call me tomorrow and give me her feedback on what she saw. So come on. If you come on next Tuesday, Callie, I have some information, but make sure you know the record keeping. You got to make sure you know that stuff. Not cold like every little thing, but you got to understand it and know the difference and stuff like that. Don't worry about financial responsibility. I don't think they do it so much. Like, don't worry about the net cap too much. That's even on the 24, they hardly ever do that. And there'll be no math, very little math on this test. There you go. Reach out, email. There you go. Just email Jeff and and then you can book them. Okay.
Or just go to the link.
Yeah, that's true. Go to that link and book it up. Yeah, Ventures. Yes, I do. Every Tuesday night I do the SAE. Okay. So that Ventures, we can work on that bond thing. That's easy. So I do a lot. I have a whole playlist for the SAE. I have and every Tuesday. Oh, two things we have going. Every Tuesday night, I have a live Q&A like this shit show. Callie, I appreciate you for being on here and asking questions, making me feel like I've actually have friends. And we also do a Wednesday night thing for like $15 a month. It's fucking a joke. And last night, 3 people on it. It was like a private lesson. So for anyone taking the SAE, if you want an easy, cheap lesson, it's $15 a month. We meet every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Now, what your question is, struggling with, and I'll do this because this overlaps. First of all, the easy part is you look at the price. If it's under, and this sounds so stupid, but people miss it. And maybe you know this, Vincers, but I'm going to make sure we all got it. If it's over 1,000, if it's 1,000 and an eighth, it's a premium. If it's under 1,000, it's a discount. There's no way around that. I mean, that's literally just straight up. Some people miss that because they miss the forest with trees for the woods, or woods for the trees, whatever it is. So if you see this trading at 9 or 8 or anything under 1,000, it's a discount. Anything over 1,000, it's a premium. And that's straight up, that's the easy part. Now, as far as the other way to look at it, so always remember we have a triangle, okay? We have a triangle or a seesaw. If you have a discount bond, it's always coupon, current, yield to maturity, yield to call. Coupon, current, yield to maturity, yield to call, low to high. So if you see, and always remember, whenever they say, oh, you bought an 8% bond, that's the coupon. If the yields are higher than that, it has to be a discount. If the yields are lower, it has to be a premium. Remember that. If the first number you see is the coupon, which it should be, if the yields are lower than that, it's a premium. If the yields are higher than that, it's a discount. I have a whole video. If you look up on my channel, you'll see a thing called bond. Type in search bond triangle. That will solve a lot of your problems, kid. It really will. Okay. Gear Grinder, thanks a lot. I appreciate you coming on, and we're going to get this with you. Callie, I appreciate you coming on. I think we had a banger of an episode. Okay. Not too bad. Do you know what that's from?
I know, I forgot what it's from, but I know the phrase.
It's from Ruthless. My favorites. Most people wouldn't like that. It's pretty much, it's not right wing, but they lean right. So now most people won't like them. Okay. But they're fucking funny as hell. Okay. I think that's it. Ventures, I hope that helped a little bit. Okay. I think we got to get out of here. Oh, did I get rid of it? I did. I got rid of my Blazing Saddles thing. Oh, well. Okay. Everyone, I will head out, and we will see everyone who's taken. Oh, hold on. Let me make sure. Okay. Oh, the math site. Did I mention a math site?
Or is it the triangle?
Oh, the bond triangle, maybe? If that's what you meant. The bond, if you go to my channel, which you're on, hopefully. Oh, no, you're on Facebook, Sarah. So if you go onto my YouTube, which is Capital Advantage Tutoring, and I have a bond triangle video. I also have, if you're taking the 65, 66. Oh, wait. Sarah is, no, you're good. Okay. If you go to the bond triangle video, that'll help you. I think, what was I talking about? Unless you're talking about, like, previously, I talked about Khan Academy, which are awesome. I wish I could figure out. I don't know what we're talking about. You know what? Shoot me a message in the Facebook group. Maybe somebody else remember. And if it's on this video, oh, yeah. So you're taking the 65. That's fine. So if you're looking for like DCF, present value stuff, there is a good video not playlist. There's a thing called Khan Academy. It's free. And you can type in present value and go there. That'll help. Now, Khan Academy is amazing. Okay. They're good and free. But I also have a video called Serious Formulas You Need to Know for the 65 versus Recognize. Okay. Jeff, I can do one more. Always coming in at the end. You got to do it quick, though. Okay. Boom. Good. I'm glad. Yeah, it'll help you. I promise it'll help you, Sarah. Okay. See, sometimes I remember. I what's that video where they go, you got to tell me what I said, because I say a lot of things and I don't remember half of it. Jeff, hit me that answer. Jeff Becker. Did you have an older brother named Boris? Come on, baby. We got dead air. We're going to have to start talking about medical shit again?
Or cars.
Yeah, we could do cars. Again, but I don't know anything about them. So I have to figure out while we're waiting for Jeff to the answer, I have to figure out my subscription to the Volvo ends in the spring, and they don't do it again. So
They're not renewing that?
What?
They're not renewing that program?
No, I'm telling you, they got rid of it last summer, and I go, crap, not again.
I think Cadillac started that.
They might have. Okay. Jeff is trying. I'm pressuring him to type in. Yeah, he's probably typing fast and misspelling and shit like that.
Or he could just join the class on Fridays.
You could join the class on Fridays, Jeff. So I have to figure out what new car to get. And she likes this, but I found out since they canceled it, they give you credits each month toward buying a car. I don't know. It could be credits could be like 50 cents, but I do like it. My insurance is covered in there. The insurance is in the payment.
That's the real. Do they? That's just one clean bill. You're done.
Yeah, and no money down. I didn't put any money down. I just walked in and started paying. But I'm paying $1,000 a month for it. But it's a fucking nice car.
But if you add in the insurance and the maintenance,
it's kind of free maintenance. It's free oil changes. Everything's for free. It's like renting a fucking car from Enterprise.
Yeah.
So, but she was mad at me because I did the other place. Remember that other place I do that? I listen, I'm just filling spots till Jeff. Jeff, you got about 2 minutes before because the other Jeff has to go teach in a minute. He has a class. Look at him. He's got a custom study plan. The other place, I kept changing cars every year. And she had a Mercedes. She had a BMW for a while. She liked the Audi because she said the one thing about the Audi she liked, and she never liked them before, it warmed up really fast.
Yeah, they're all pretty good at that. You know, on a more wait, here we go.
Yep.
Questions here.
Oh, this is a fucking thing. This is okay. This is a 1 for 20 reverse split. It's all. You waited, and I'm going to blow you off, but no. So it's a 1 for 20 reverse split. So you have to do 1 divided by 20. What the hell's that? And they're going to do numbers if anything, but you're going to do 1 divided by 20. That's going to be 0.05. So now you're each remember, option contracts are always 100. Okay. Yeah, I got it. So now it's going to be less shares. Okay. So there's going to be less shares in the contract because you can't have half a contract. So each contract should be worth 5 shares. Okay. Reduce. Yeah. And then you're going to do 5 divided by 0.05. 5 divided by 0.05 is 100. So now remember, it has to be the same. So if you have 150, if you have 1.5 call, 100 times 5 is 500. But if you do the reverse split, which is what they mean by 20, this is Kaplan or ST feed just being dicks. I forgot who does it, but it's such, I think in my mind, I'm picturing it. I think it's STC that does this, and I hate them for this. Instead of just saying a 1 for 20, so you do 1 divided by 20, that gives you 0.05. Then you divide, then you multiply the contracts times 0.05, so you get 5 contracts. And then you do the strike price divided by 0.05, which gives you 100. So now you have 1 contract worth 5 shares with 100 strike. It's the same. That should be the answer. Jeff, did that help at all?
Are you asking me?
No. Yeah, it's funny. Okay. That's a stunk. Okay. Ben! Boom! Thank you.
There you go. Nice way to wrap it up.
Yep, there's a good one. Long wait for that beat. We're at the end, so it kind of works. Sort of helps. Fuck you, Jeff. No, I'm kidding. So, so look, whenever you have a stock split, divide the first number by the second. So if they say it grows by a factor of 20, that's a 1 for 20 reverse split. Because remember, a normal split is more shares worth less. A reverse split is A reverse split is less shares worth more. Okay?
Why do they do that typically?
For marketing, to make it look good, because it's a piece of shit company.
Also for listing.
True. Like Citigroup went from $4 to $40, 1 for 10.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, okay. So now, then we have, so it's a 1 for 20. Do 1 divided by 20, Jeff. If you do 1 divided by 20, you get 0.05. Then all you do is you multiply the number of shares in the contract. You multiply the number of shares in the contract because you can't have a fifth of a contract. So it's 100 shares in a contract. 100 shares in the contract times 0.05 gives you 5 shares. So you now have 1 contract that's worth 5 shares. And then you do the same thing. You take the strike price of 5 and divide it by 0.05, and that's going to give you 100. That's the way it has to be. And Ben, I love that you're reading already, baby. That's the goal. Way to grind. I fucking love it. Okay. Now we're out of here. Okay, everyone. You'll have a good weekend. Be good, be safe, be warm. It's gonna be a scorcher in east on the East Coast tomorrow. It says 100 is gonna feel like 130 degrees. It's not like
Kyle, I know Mullen. I've been following them. Oh, whoa. Yep, I know that stock very well.
oh, is that a shitty stock?
Oh, the stock just goes down every single day, and they reverse split this thing so many times. It's ridiculous.
Okay, that's funny. How? But you just want? Oh, it's 6.5 cents.
Yeah, but look at how many times they reverse split.
I know. I mean, at one point it was at 100. Oh, because it split so much, 184,000.
It's ridiculous how many times they reverse split this thing.
God, is it a bad company?
It's
an automotive too. That's why you know about it. Ben, bye. Jules, bye. Go get some sleep. I will see you guys next week. We can just talk until you have to do it. But so what do they do? Is it a good company or is it a shitty company?
It's hard to tell. It's like I think they are doing business. I think they're an electric truck company,
Right.
But the thing just, I think it's like, like a GameStop almost.
The meme stocks?
Yeah.
8 times 9 is coming, he said.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
At some point, it's a buy, right? No, I'm kidding. So
you think it, but like you're chasing it to zero. Like on my thing, it says,
it's an electric vehicle. Okay,
it's electric vehicle. It's electric vehicle trucks, and they reverse split so many times that the loss over the last year is 100%, but really it's a joke. It's more than 100%.
Right, that's crazy. That's insane. The CEO is a con man. That's so funny. Yes. See, that's it. Oh, she's saying, he said, no, it's not a buy. I wouldn't buy that shit. I don't buy meme stocks. My wife was asking me, did I have ever bought meme stocks? Only GameStop and.
The only reason I know about that stock, it just happens to be automotive, but my friend told me about it.
Your friend's a CEO?
No.
I bet you the CEO lives on Long Island somewhere.
Hey, easy there.
Hold on. Oh, wait a second. Mullen announced a company name change to Bollinger Innovations.
Oh, there you go.
So instead of splitting, they're changing the names.
They're doing everything.
And they approved the equity plan amendment. Okay, so understand, guys, let me bring it back to our world a little bit. I have like 9 people left, but if you do a reverse stock split, that is a forward stock split is great. It's a sign of a strong company.
Right.
A reverse stock split is a sign of a shitty ass company that's just trying to make it look better. And this is the example.
There's literally going to be like 1 share left.
What?
There's literally going to be like 1 share left.
Oh, I know. And everyone owns it. Everyone owns a piece.
Yeah.
It'll be like Bitcoin, tokenized. Oh, I'm doing a video on that too, the tokenization of stocks. I think that's where it's going to be eventually. That blockchain is going to take us over at some point. Okay, everyone, I think the reverse merge. Oh, is that what it is? Kyle, why do you so much do you own shares still?
He definitely does.
There's no way he knows this much about it and doesn't know he knows where the CEO lives. He probably knows what his wife looks like.
Yeah.
All that shit. His wife probably looks like the girl from Wolf of Wall Street. You know what I mean?
The CEO is going to be in the desert. What's it called in California? The nice, but Palm Springs this weekend.
Oh yeah. Exactly.
He knows he's going.
And then eventually be in Lompoc for a couple of years. It's a good bit. It's like although it's like the choice is, do I go to business school or Lompoc for 2 years? Either one will help you. Oh, yeah. Okay, he doesn't own any. Okay, that's good.
Oh, good.
You're way too, Kyle, though, but you're way too involved in it. Okay, I think my wife's on her way home. My dog can hear her driving from half a mile away. Okay, everyone, let me go out of here. Kyle, if you want to come on. Oh, there you go. Shorted. How can you even still short it? That cannot be easy to borrow.
How are you borrowing the stock?
Yeah, I know.
It's got to be a fortune if it is available.
I'm trying to see if they have the short interest. I don't see the short interest here.
Hard to borrow. There it is.
It's on the hard to borrow list, right? Yep.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Let me see what the short interest is on this.
It's gonna be
Mullen
mad.
Short Streets read it today. That's funny. Okay. Okay. 4. The short interest is 400%.
Yeah, it's got to be more money to short it than it is than the money
It
that
is.
you're gonna make on it.
It's 4. So if there's a million, there's a million shares outstanding. No, there's short interest is 1.7 million shares short. That man, it's 4. So that means there's only about 400,000 shares outstanding.
Yeah, it's insane.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Hard to borrow. That's hard to get on that list. I mean, it must be impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is that I'm surprised Reddit isn't bumping it up now.
I have a lot of time for my
Yeah, that's
all right. I got to get to this other.
I know you go.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you later.
You got it.
Everyone, you all have a good night. I'll